Hey guys, this is Miss Engler. I'm going to walk you guys through how to use the Motions of the Sun simulator. So this is going to be on March 21st, which is the vernal equinox. So this in particular is shown for an observer at latitude of 42 degrees north. That is going to be New York State in general. We in New York City are a little bit lower. We're only about 40 degrees north. But we're just going to show you for all of New York State. So if you notice, it says it's 5:58 a.m. So, and it's dark out. That means that it's still technically nighttime. You're going to watch what happens as I scoot the clock forward a little bit and notice how it's dark. And then as soon as we hit 6:07, we're going to call officially, the sun rises. So if you look in this diagram, we have our cardinal directions. We have north, east, south, and west. For our observer, they would have to turn and they would have to look exactly east to see the sun rise. So we're going to watch what happens through the day, what happens to the path of the sun. I'm going to move this just a little bit. So keep imagining you're this person. I'm going to hit the clock going forward. So watch what happens as we move towards 12:30. So once we hit, it says it's 11:30 right now. It says it's noon right now. So watch and look at the sun. The sun is in our southern sky. That's because of our orientation in our orbit around the sun. And that is where we're going to have to look to see the sun at noon. So if you can see the sun's altitude, that's the angle of the altitude above the horizon. The sun's altitude is about 48.4. We keep going forward in time just a little bit. The sun's azimuth should be right there. So if we look, the sun is right on that line. Okay, that means it is exactly noon. I may have gone forward a minute too much. Okay, so at that time, at 12:01 or 12 o'clock p.m., the sun's altitude is 48.5. That means if you're here standing in the middle of the field, socially distancing yourself, if you look up off the horizon, 48.5 degrees, that's where you're going to see the sun at noon. Okay, we're going to forward the time another few hours. Keep moving forward. And notice the sun, the angle of the sun started to decline again and is now dropping into the west. So here's the sun dropping into the west. It is 5:50 p.m. there if you don't know military time. If we keep forwarding this just a little bit more, it's getting darker. As soon as that screen goes dark, it is nighttime. I missed. As soon as that screen goes dark, and it is officially nighttime. Okay, so that was about 12 hours apart. And again, that is for March 21st. So on March 21st, which is the vernal equinox, that is when the sun is going to rise and set. So I'm going to stick this back to 6:10 a.m. And actually, I'm going to stick that back to 6 o'clock a.m. And I'm going to change the date to September 21st. Hang on, let me actually use this. September 21st. Yay! Okay. So now it says it's 6 o'clock. It looks like the sun already rose on September 21st. Let's kick that back a couple minutes until it's dark again. Darkness, my old friend. Here we go. We're looking at this person now. This person would have to look exactly east at apparently 5:53 a.m. during the autumnal equinox on September 23rd. Oh, that's why it's a little off. We'll leave it. So on September 23rd, they have to look exactly east to see the sun rise. We're going to wait 6 hours, let that sun keep moving in the sky, and then we're going to have to look, if you're this person, you're going to have to look exactly south in order to see the sun. Now, this is thrilling, is it not? Looks like, I think it's going to be 11:55. So at about 11:50. All right, so at about 11:50, if you look exactly south into our southern sky, you're going to see the sun in the southern sky. So now let's kick this forward another 6 hours. Notice the sun is now falling, according to us. And now, if